shame. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you could do, I could do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Denver Broncos. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Play fake to Conner. Now Roethlisberger. No, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Whenever I see an in-route drop, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Conner, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 30. 16 yards, a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Ben going to give this one to Conner. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Hands to James Conner.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. 45.
From the 24, Roethlisberger setting up the screen. This is Samuels. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the ball.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Conner, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
The point after.
And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Broncos 0. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
J. Hamler on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. He'll set up to throw. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
First down, Broncos.
Locke now on first down. Out quickly to Jeudy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Broncos 0.
Locke now on first down. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
21 yards.
That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Locke. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Tried to get that one to Jake Bunt, and it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
A 51-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Connor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
A good carry and a 1st down by James Conner, and this Pittsburgh team is really hoping he's back in form because last year the entire Pittsburgh offense suffered without Ben Roethlisberger at quarterback. James Conner only 715 combined yards, but in 2018...
You'll get nothing! And on his first carry, he loses the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the rookie Jerry Jeudy there. And now it's 2nd down. And that throw behind his man, he missed him. Incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Lock. He's got his tight end, Jake Butt. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. What a run that was. 88 yards on the punt return. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown.
Chris Boswell.
When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they hit the ball and kick it right to him.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Steelers 14, Broncos 3. Chris Boswell the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. Taken about 7 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again. Block. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Incomplete. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
32-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
180. Push him back. Push him back. 50.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
50-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And he'll throw right away. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
On first down, Locke. That's going to be caught by Judy. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
Broncos.
Throwing on first down is Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked the ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
3rd down. And 10 yards to go.
Now Locke again. This is the tight end fan. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Locke looks to throw it again. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. To throw again. Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. He's at the 40. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's a handoff to Connor. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Pittsburgh Steelers. 1st and 10 at the 21.
Right back to Connor here on 1st. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down.
The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
Gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Connor on the toss left side. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
The tackle made back at the 25-yard line.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. It's 1st and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Again, it'll be Connor. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Steelers 28, Broncos 3. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again. Lock. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Denver.
Noah Fant was a first-round pick in 2019, and he was picked because of his receiving skills. Had 40 catches in his rookie season for 562 yards. Did have 2 games where he topped 100 yards in each of those. Yes, he's still developing as a blocker, but that's not why he went in the first round. He went there for his ability to make big plays down the field.
He'll fire one downfield for Fant, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, it's Lock. And that will be incomplete.
Lock's pass intended for Cortland Sutton. Incomplete.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Denver.
For the Broncos.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. On the return, Johnson. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and that will come the offense as they take over.
17-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the handoff, Connor, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
1st and 10 at the 45.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. Roethlisberger. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Von Miller, he was the one getting in there, able to wreak his usual havoc.
So how many different ways can we say that Von Miller is an absolute nightmare to prepare for any offense? An absolute dominant force on the defensive side of the ball. Double-digit sacks in 7 of his 9 seasons in the NFL. And when he finished the 2019 season, Second in total sacks in NFL history among active players, behind only Terrell Suggs.
A gain there of 21 yards. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Here's Connor on first down going nowhere as he's going to be stacked up behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play, unable to connect in that attempt.
Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down Broadway. And their lead will swell up to 28. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Here's Locke to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
Gain on the play. Second and 10.
Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. And hitting Juju on the slant. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, it's Connor. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second.
Throwing on second and 8. Roethlisberger. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now.
And 8 yards to go.
Now Roethlisberger. Setting up the screen. This is Samuels. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a fourth down. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. And that'll bring up second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up second and 10. To throw again. Locke. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Yards to go.
Shotgun snap to Lock. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Incomplete.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Steelers, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Houston Texans next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So for our